Hi, I'm Michaela Bedgood, and today I'm going to be making instant ice, hopefully 3 different ways. To do that, for one of the ways, you're going to need a clear glass, and then you'll need, for that way, you'll also need a single ice cube. And then for another way, we're going to need a container of ice, like this one. And then you're going to need 3 different bottles of purified water that have been in the freezer for about 2 hours and 45 minutes or so, just enough for them to get super cooled. And that's just basically like where the water is below, like almost below freezing, but it's also not turned into ice yet. So now let's try our first way, getting out a bottle of water. So we got our bottle right here. So let's try applying some force to it. You should just be able to smack it. Here, let me try hitting it. And yeah, that did it. There's ice up here now. I don't know if you can see it that well on camera, so I'm going to pour some out. Okay, so not much water is coming out, and that is because it is, yeah, there's chunks of ice, but you can see the ice in it. Yeah, it's kind of slushy. So that was the first way to make instant ice. Set that to the side. So now we're going to make our second attempt. So we're going to need our clear container of ice. We're going to get out another bottle of super cooled water. And this one we're going to be opening. And we're going to take it and pour directly onto the ice right here. And you can see it growing. This is so cool. And I'm gonna eat some of it. It's totally edible. It's a really interesting texture. Honestly, I've never had ice that has felt like this before. And then we can set that off to the side. And I'm actually gonna do this a little bit later again, so I'm gonna put this back in here to save this bottle. And for your third attempt, you're going to need a clear glass and then just a single ice cube. So we're gonna take out that, we're gonna take out that third bottle. And we're going to slowly pour it into the glass. So now we have the glass. I put some condensation, and we're going to take that one ice cube, and we're going to plop it in. And you can see the ice grew instantly, like it is nothing but ice. Well, not nothing but ice, there is still water, but a significant amount of ice. Set that off to the side. So the process that we demonstrated today is called nucleation. This is the process where the ice crystals begin to form around a nucleus. When the ice crystals form around the nucleus, they will continue to grow throughout the liquid, as we have seen. So in the first attempt of ice, the first attempt of instant ice that I made was by taking a bottle of purified water after it was in the freezer for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And then hitting the bottle with some force. The first attempt with just hitting it didn't work, so I banged it a little harder on a harder surface, and it did. So the bottle was left to be super cooled by the freezer, and when the force was applied to the bottle, this prompted the ice crystals to start forming around the nucleus, and then they continue to grow throughout the bottle, as we saw. The second attempt at making instant ice was by pouring super cold water over ice cubes, and when the water made contact with the ice, the crystals began to form around the nucleus and continued to grow as I poured more water onto that ice. The last final attempt of making instant ice was by dropping an ice cube into a glass that I poured super cold water into. When the ice made contact with the water, the ice crystals began to form around the nucleus, once again making the instant ice that we saw. So this was just a fun, easy way to make some instant ice at home.